Please remember to like, subscribe and comment, as we love to hear back from our viewers. Also, if you enjoy our videos, please consider becoming a patron of our show through Patreon and or GoFundMe. Links are listed below the video in the description. From the deepest, darkest recesses of Dangerous Nerds headquarters, Keith Moncrief and Gerry Kissell.
Hey everybody, it's Keith.
And Gerry.
Welcome to Pop Culture Minefield. Come on in, set a spell.
Yeah, we're just going to sit here and talk about some stuff. Like first, major drop that we've been waiting for this week was the Red Band trailer clip from It.
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2. They're following in the John Wick.
Yeah.
Chapter 2. And I think it's clever. I like what they did in the first film. I really didn't have any problems with it. The only thing I have a problem with this new film is the picking of Jessica Chastain, who is the single least gifted redheaded actress I've ever seen. She has one emotion, and that's it. It's sort of like Arnold Schwarzenegger when he yells. If he yells because he's happy, when he's upset, when he's in pain, it's all one yell. And that's the depth of acting that we get from Chastain. But the amazing thing is, after watching that trailer, well, it's like I made the joke about Quint with the whole, get dull eyes, lifeless eyes. That's Jessica Chastain. She couldn't fuck it up. It was really, really good.
It's scary as F.
I got creeped out to where I actually was like,
Yeah,
at one moment, I was like,
All of you that love the first It movie, make sure you leave the lights on to watch this clip.
No, turn them off.
And guess what? There's no blood in it, but it's still gonna get
It's
you.
gonna get you.
It's gonna
It's
get
gonna
you
creep
good.
you the heck out. I'm telling you, man, I was really impressed with what they did. I'm all in. I'm all in. That clip alone with her and that old lady. I was practically out of breath after watching it. I was like holding my breath.
What is it with 2019 and old ladies doing amazing things?
Well, you know, it's a callback to me, and I don't think it's accidental. I really don't. It's a callback to that scene, two scenes from The Exorcist 3 with George C. Scott when he took over the character of Lieutenant Kinderman. And oh my God, there were two scenes in that film that really shocked me. And I read the book, Legion. I read that book. And I still was shocked by what I'm like, oh, they did it. They put it in the movie. Oh, my God.
That's George C. Scott. He can do anything.
He's always angry. George C. I miss that man. He was one of the best freaking actors in the history of film.
Wow. Just wow.
Yeah. And he was the first person, the first actor to be effed over by the new Fox network. They promised him the world. Gave him his own show, Mr. President. Said, we're going to go with this show. It's going to last. They signed papers. They made deals with him and canceled it before the first season was even done.
He's a Mizzou alumni.
Oh, my God. Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's a Mizzou alumni.
Yeah. And Campbell Scott, his son, another gifted actor. Not as good as his dad, but he's a gifted actor.
I like him. He's Peter Parker's dad.
He's a solid actor. But he's not that leading actor like his dad was. His dad had so much charisma and power in his voice.
Yeah.
It was the joke about him playing Patton, because Patton, the real Patton, had a high-pitched voice. And George Patton was like, Grumbly, wah! He was much more manly than voice-wise.
Little bit of Hollywood license there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he couldn't change his voice.
Yeah.
But a great film. But anyway, George C. Scott, Fox, first guy to be messed over. So back to what we're talking about.
But not the last.
No.
Because, for those of you that have Netflix, we had a certain series return to prominence.
I've not slept. I binge watched the entire series of Lucifer.
Season 4.
And I got to tell you, before I watched it, I sat and I watched the reunion special that they did.
Yeah.
With the cast. And it's the young lady, beautiful lady that plays the therapist on the show. She's the host of this thing, and they're all sitting on sofas and just talking, and she's asking questions. And it was great seeing them talk. And then I got into the show after that, and oh my God, I enjoyed it so much. I laughed. There's some really funny stuff, but there's some really good creepy stuff in there. But the best part is because it's on Netflix now, as Tom Ellis said himself, got to be a little bit cheeky.
It's one of the look from the pilot episode on. Lucifer was always one of those shows that felt like it was being.
It should be a soft R.
Yeah, it should be a soft R show, and it works on Netflix.
Yep, because now they can drop an F-bomb if they need to. Now, they work, because they go to a nudist colony in the episode, and you can actually see, when he's walking away from the camera, his jumbly bag down below smacking between his thighs. They tried to mask it, but you could see it. But they do that clever thing like they do in so many films where people hold things in front of their boobs, or has a ping pong paddle right in front of his fella. That's actually what they did. A ping pong paddle and two mixers of this drink, cantaloupes or something like that, gourds of some sort. And she's like, would you like one or maybe two? And I'm like, what a great joke. I love that kind of stupid humor. But Lucifer is such a well-written show, but it's not even the writing that makes that show so good. It's the way the characters are owned by the actors.
Yes.
And how they play their characters. And they really play well off of each other. And it's just one of my favorite shows. Lucifer is one of my favorite shows. Comic book.
Yeah, that's the other
TV.
thing. This is another successful DC comic television series.
And I know there's sticklers out there. DC Vertigo, we know that. We're not dumb.
We know that. But it's still
They always
DC.
think we're dumb. Yeah. You didn't mention this. It's like, we didn't feel it was necessary to mention. But I mentioned it only because I know there are you guys out there.
Well, thanks, Monkey.
Yeah. Do like the English, the French knight on Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Now go away before I taunt you a second time. Your mother smells of elderberries. Or your mother's a hamster and your father smells of elderberries.
Again, a lot of you that didn't grow up with this should basically check out Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah, classic.
It's good stuff.
They had no money. And, I mean, the whole coconut for the horses came from the fact that they couldn't afford horses. They wanted horses, but they didn't have the money or the budget for it. So they had characters running around with coconut halves, and then somebody would make a joke about it. It's like, where did you get coconuts from? This is England. And then the whole sparrow joke. It's just classic stuff. That's good writing. Call back to our previous episode. Yeah, we're old, but we remember shit we say.
Huh?
Hey, get off our lawn. Anyway. So, basically, Lucifer is really good. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. Go see that. I'm going to be doing my Couch Potato Critic review on it probably this weekend after we're done at Visioncon.
Good.
And, and this, of course, is going to be airing on Saturday morning. So, here's some cereal. Here's some cereal with your cartoons, with your cartoon characters and stuff. Always into any sentence with the word "and stuff." Just whatever it is. Well, that's when we went down there. We saw them running in with guns and stuff. Just leave your audience wanting more. Like, wait, what? What's on stuff? It's my version of yada yada yada.
It works.
Yeah, that's the 90s. I spent too much time watching Seinfeld. So,
well, listen, that's our episode for today.
Yeah, we're done talking, guys. Yeah. We're going to be doing a live broadcast from Visioncon, so you've had enough of us already. Be prepared. Come to the live show, for goodness sake.
Come visit us.
Yes.
Say hi.
So happy Saturday from Keith.
And Gary.
And this is Pop Culture Minefield. And we're out of here.
Bye-bye.
Get out the lawn. Get out the lawn.